able to change it.
Mm.
All right, Norwood, here we go. Live audience and we are live, my friend. Turn this off. We are live on Instagram, buddy. Damn, it won't let me. All right, I invited you to join. And there is Norwood. Oh, there we go. We are set and we are ready to go. Got the camera going. Let me turn this on.
Okay. Thank you. Fantastic.
Welcome.
That's what I was going to tell you to look out for. How we doing?
What's good, my people? What's good, my people? What's good, Norwood? How you feel? Hold on. I'm missing something.
Man, nah, you good. You good, fam. You are good, bro. You are super good. You are super good right now. There's no need for all of the extras and the accoutrements. And yet here still the need to be extra.
Yes,
Flourish,
sir,
my friend.
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. This is your boy, co-host, Quick Scope, dubbed by my co-host. Welcome to Saturday Morning Live with the Splash Cast. We are actually winding down football season, shawty. As you can tell, I am your highly ecstatic, highly nervous, wonderfully made co-host Reggie.
I'm Norwood. I am ecstatic about the opportunity to support the Texas Christian Horned Frogs. I support the Hypnotoads in every endeavor that they have. Shout out to my boy Mattress Mac, betting all that money on the TCU Horned Frogs, as well as Shaquille O'Neal doubling down and saying he will eat a Horned Frog if they lose. I think that it feels good to be unified with some guys who are notorious for winning. And I think that this is going to go our way.
Our boy switched that orange and blue for I don't know, white and purple.
An enemy of my enemy is an ally of mine.
Oh my God. I never thought. Well, actually, I knew I would see the day where you rooted for Ohio State. You rooted for TCU.
No. I did not root for Ohio State. I wanted that game to go into a perpetual tie into which it never could end. Now, am I okay with the way that it ended? Heartbreaking disdain? Sure, without a doubt. I would have liked for neither team to win. But if you're going to win like that. Break their hearts as they walk into the new year. Well timed.
Well,
I don't hate it.
I actually will chalk that up as a compliment to the Georgia Bulldogs. So I appreciate that for us.
Nah. No. I'm still rooting for you to lose. And I hope y'all guys get the doors blown off. I'm telling y'all right now, this Monday pod will spiral into something. It's going to spiral one of two ways.
Well, we're not podding on Monday. We're not going to. The game is Monday.
Oh, you not trying to do a live reaction?
No, I mean I'll do a live reaction after the game. There's absolutely no way I would be able to podcast and pay attention to the national championship game and be cordial and civil. There's absolutely no way.
Russ, you know you're my boy, but today.
Well, Russ be saying now. Russ, you the homie. I ain't met you yet per se, in person, but You the Georgia fan that like set yourself up for disappointment. There's like no humility.
Thank you, Vic. But I was hoping we would pop Monday.
Man,
but I'm not
hold
gonna
on,
lie.
Vic. Nah, that is a live reaction. I'm reacting to the game. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm reacting to the game. That is a live reaction, Vic. Try to come up here stirring up. You are not on. Are you a Florida Gators fan, Vic? Let me find
Gator
out.
Nation, baby, Gator Nation. I'm a digress. I could understand not wanting to have all of your emotions broadcast as your team takes probably the biggest upset in college football history. Because that will be the biggest upset in college football history, right?
Ain't no way that would be the biggest upset in college football history. Ain't no way.
I'm talking about championship-wise. Championship-wise,
They're the
I think
number 3 team. They're the number
well,
3 team.
Nobody on this planet respects him as a number 3 team.
Well, y'all should. They just beat the number 2 team handily.
I say the number 2 team was trash too.
That don't. Okay.
I told you all season I've not believed in Michigan. You want to do this now, or you want to do this? Let's do this.
I mean,
we'll get there.
It's one game. We here now.
But what I'm saying is,
on and off.
We're gonna end with college football, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Thank you guys for arriving. Thank you guys for settling in, having a seat. We are now gonna move into. We're gonna do this a little differently. Typically, we would do college football first. We will end with NFL. But being that this is the college football championship, we're going to pick all the Sunday games first. And then you see me and Reggie will continue the discourse between TCU and UGA. But you are correct. Let's start with the 3:00 game, the Chiefs versus the Raiders. The Raiders have fired their starting quarterback, I think, forever. And the Chiefs seem to be rolling along. They're getting wins kind of uniquely. They don't look like, blowing the doors off people, but they just find a way to win every week. So I think we're picking it. I'm picking the Chiefs.
The Chiefs are an interesting team to me because you don't believe in the Eagles, and the Chiefs are winning games in a more. I don't know how to say this in a less convincing fashion than the actual Eagles.
Absolutely. I agree.
But you believe that the Chiefs are better than the Eagles.
Yes.
And you believe in the Chiefs versus believing in the Eagles. And I don't understand why, per se.
Fantastic.
Other than Jarek, of course. But
well, while that is in there, that's not really what is making me make that decision right now, even though he's playing phenomenal. I believe a lot in Andy Reid. He seems to find a way to do it everywhere he goes all the time. I think he's a great coach. I think that Patrick Mahomes is probably the most valuable player in the NFL.
You think so? Yeah. No.
Yes.
You mean like MVP or most valuable player? Meaning, you see, there's a difference.
If I got to start a team and there's one person I can pick, it's Patrick Mahomes.
You mean most valuable player, like the best player in the league. You don't mean most valuable player of the year.
Correct. I don't that award don't. Man, you're talking to a guy who looks like he's gonna be one, if not the greatest quarterback of all time. Yeah, I think Mahomes, Andy Reid, and I think that their ability. Now, I give the Eagles a lot of credit. They've put together a very good team, but I think Chiefs just know what they want and what they need to get to the championship better than the Eagles do. But I'm coming around on the respect of the Eagles.
I mean, when was the last time the Chiefs went to the Super Bowl against the Bucs? What, 3 years ago? 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Since then, they've been beat by the Bengals. What, every year? I don't think they beat Joe Burrow and the Bengals since Joe Burrow's taken over the starting. To me, if you look at this year, I don't see how you could think that the Chiefs are that much better than the Eagles.
It's a gut feeling to me. I trust the Chiefs. The Eagles. I just don't have that same build up trust. I feel like the Chiefs most weeks are the best team in the NFL.
Wow. Even when they struggled against the Texans.
Yeah, because I knew they were still going to win.
I mean, you can take that same approach with the Eagles, though. Like, the Eagles have been more convincing to me this year than the Chiefs.
This is I'm talking about the year-over-year successes is feeding into that for me.
Okay. Of course, we're taking the Chiefs over the Raiders. My fantasy football season is over. I lost in the semifinals, so I normally would say let's go Raiders so that Devontae Adams could get a bunch of points, but it don't really matter.
Yeah, definitely Chiefs. Hope that Jerick scores another touchdown. I think that's 6 weeks in a row with a touchdown, at least one. And then we have Titans versus Jaguars.
This is the divisional game, isn't it? This is whoever wins this wins their division.
Yeah,
right. Am I right? I think that's right because they're both. If the Titans beat the Jaguars, the Titans win the division. If the Jaguars beat the Titans, the Jaguars clinch the division.
This should be dubbed the Jim Irsay Bowl on Jeff Saturday Field, because without those two guys, I don't think this game even matters. But what they did, and the Colts blowing it, because I think the Colts could have easily won this, or at least had a dog in the fight.
I'm gonna say easily is I mean, the Colts just weren't healthy, and they punted. And yes, Jim Irsay punted on the season way too early, but the Colts just weren't healthy.
But you could probably win 3 of those games, and you win and be in the playoffs. But you're right. I'm rooting for the Jaguars. I guess I want the Titans' time to be over. Close that window, put it to bed. It came and went.
I think so. I mean, yeah. they need a lot. That GM totally screwed them over. I got the Jaguars winning this game. I want Trevor Lawrence, even though you're playing out. The thing about the Titans is the Titans have a defense, and at the end of the day, that defense could just stifle the Jaguars because the Jaguars' offense hasn't been consistent over the entire season. Over the last 5 or 6 games, they've been on fire, but they have not been consistent over the entire season. So I would probably take teams because of a crybaby, Cry Brady. That's the new nickname I'm calling him, is Cry Brady. They could put that on his Hall of Fame bust in China. Cry Brady. Cry Brady cried himself to a division championship this year. I can believe I can talk shit about y'all now. I can believe that the Carolina Panthers blew that game after being up 21-10, after being up 14 points in third, fourth quarter, letting literally one wide receiver beat y'all the whole game, the entire game.
He didn't beat y'all. He whooped y'all.
Mike Evans basically wrote his Hall of Fame acceptance speech on the back of y'all's secondary last Sunday.
Oh, yeah, because that's what, 18,000 seasons in a row of 1,000 yards?
Yeah, he's been the most consistent receiver. And that happened because y'all allowed him to get 217 yards on 9 catches and 3 touchdowns. At some point, Carolina Panthers, you disappoint me. At some point, you have got to figure out to put 2 people on that side of the field. Just put 2 people. Nobody else did anything else in that game.
Oh, man. Let the best man win. And he may get a gold jacket, but y'all at least deserve a sleep. Congratulations, Carolina Panthers. You played yourself.
You did.
Next game.
I'm going for the Falcons, of course, on this one.
Yeah.
We never did pick one. I just had to address the Carolina Panthers for blowing it.
If you came to this podcast and didn't know that we selected the Atlanta Falcons, welcome to the Splashcast for the very first time in your entire existence of us 2 humans. Congratulations. Next up, Patriots versus Bills. For me, this is a very open and shut case.
Is it?
Mac Jones, yes. I'm 100% picking the Bills. And there's a mediocre class of quarterbacks that I want answers for. And Mac Jones is right there dead set in the middle of the mediocre quarterbacks. Is he supposed to be good or is he not supposed to be good?
Yeah, I mean.
And your response is how I feel about him.
So what sucks about the mediocre quarterbacks, especially like Mac Jones, is it's a little different than Zachary Taylor Thomas, right? Mac Jones went to a team, and the offensive coordinator are three coordinators that were all defensive specialists. Like, you have Bill Belichick, what's the dude that with Matt Patricia, and some other person that we don't know is calling the plays collectively for the offense. They look awful on offense. And it's a setup for Mac Jones, but I also don't like Mac Jones because Mac Jones is a dirty player. He's injured multiple defensive players this year, and they actually called him out about it last week when they played, or 2 weeks ago when they played the Bengals, and he tried to undercut a player when he threw a pick six and he tried to injure a defensive end.
I mean, you guys do spend your entire career trying to hurt me, so if I can get a little get back.
Hey, who hurt him? The rules won't allow him to get hurt. You could thank Cry Brady for that. The rules don't allow you to get hurt no more. You done cried yourself in the two-hand touch. You just can't keep. You got to stop throwing the ball to the other team. Woo! You are wearing white. They are wearing colors.
Mac Jones timeline of dirty plays. God, dog.
He's dirty. He spraying a dude from the Panthers ankle.
Ooh, he kicked that boy in the Bears right in the bean.
And he kicked boy in the nuts. Like, Mac Jones is a dirty player, so I'm going for the Bills. The reason I said this game was going to be interesting for the Bills is because what's up,
Casey?
Big fan?
What up?
My guy was good. We actually watch you all the time. We can't wait to play y'all again. We love to talk about.
We can wait right now. We can wait right now.
We don't want to see Julius right now. But back to the.
We don't want to see nobody.
Back to the Bills. The Bills are, I think, Damar Hamlin. He is, for those that don't know, Damar Hamlin has his breathing tube removed. He has also woken up. He's able to talk. He actually FaceTimed the Bills during practice and told them thank you and everything. So the Bills are going to be playing with their hair on fire, and they're going to try to beat the Patriots and clinch the division. I believe they clinched the division with this game. They have to. This is the end of the season. And I think they'll clinch the number 2 seed in the AFC. So, what's up, Sabrina? So, I got Bills here at home, probably by 30.
Yeah, big Bills. Big Bills energy. Next up, Vikings versus the Bears.
No Justin Fields.
Vikings. Skip everything I was about to say. Throw that away. We're not wasting your time nor my time on that. Next game, Ravens versus
Justin
Bengals.
Jefferson. I got Justin Jefferson trying to go for the single game receiving record in this game because he got embarrassed by Packers and Jair Alexander. So I got Justin Jefferson going crazy. Next game, Ravens Bengals. So call back.
No Lamar.
Y'all go back and listen to the last episode of the Splash Cast, episode 84, Around the League edition, part 1 NFL segment, where we talked about Lamar Jackson and what the Ravens can do to make Lamar Jackson happy, aside from paying him, as well as improving their offense. There's a coach out there that I hated that was in New Orleans.
No, stop that. That's propaganda. And that's how things, you say the wrong things and they evolve into life and they happen. We don't want that to happen.
Lamar Jackson and Sean Payton would be a crazy duo. Y'all go back and listen.
Why would you say that out loud? They say don't say Candyman, you say Candyman. See, this is what happens. Then next thing you know,
it happens. But I'm going Bengals in this one, though. Also, while we're talking about the Bengals, thoughts and prayers. The Capitals will come in 3 in their conference. The defensive tackles are undefeated. Oh. I don't know what you're talking about when you say the Capitals. I thought that was hockey. Maybe you mean Washington Commandos. But
Major Tutty.
Hey, T's and P's, thoughts and prayers to T. Higgins, who was involved in that Damar Hamlin whole episode. He was the one that was tackled by Hamlin. A lot of people are including actual mainstream sports analysts, are blaming T. Higgins for the Damar Hamlin injury, which is insane to me, as one of them was a linebacker that played defense. So I'm probably I'll T's and P's to T Higgins. I look for him to have a big game, a big bounce back game. I love the Ravens. I always say the Ravens are my AFC team, but the Bengals gonna beat y'all and they're gonna clinch the division.
I am. Yeah, this is Bengals early and often. Ravens need to figure out what they're going to do with a quarterback. If y'all want to let him go, we'd be more than happy to have him in Atlanta. We already have receivers under contract. And boy, let me tell you, if you saw what we did with Marcus Mariota, imagine what we could do with you, Lamar. And you wouldn't have to run the ball on every play because we also have running backs. We got what you need, brother. Come on in.
Next up. On in.
Hey. Pause. Texans, you double down on it. That's the reason I expect.
Pause cast.
The pause cast. Next up, Texans versus Colts. If you have the time to watch this, you need to rethink a lot of things. And you know what's even worse? And you know what the bad part about this is? I'm going to check here in a minute. This is probably the game that I will have to watch in my area, which is trash. But nobody cares about this game. I'm not picking this game. Matt Ryan not playing. The Texans will only be playing in spirit. This game sucks.
I want the Texans to win this game. I don't like Jim Irsay. I'm not really a big fan of Indianapolis as a whole.
Damn, what they do to you?
I also, that's there's 3 letters that come after J that was found.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
But also, I think the Texans are unfair when it comes to their evaluation of Lovie Smith, and I think he's getting a raw deal, even though he has them playing really, really, really inspired and tough football. They just don't have the roster, and I think it's unfair same thing to the last coach as well. And nobody's holding the front office of the Texans accountable for the trashness that they are. So I want Texans to win for the coach.
So this is my thing with that. You're right. They did David Tully wrong. They seem to be ready to do Lovie. They seem to be ready to do Lovie Smith wrong here very soon. But getting fired from a bad job ain't always the worst thing to happen.
That's not the worst thing to happen when you have an equal opportunity to get a better job. We see that the NFL ain't really an equal opportunity place.
I don't want to see that black man stressed out about that sorry ass team. That is ultimately go live your life. Play with your kids, spend time with your grandkids, whatever you got going. Don't waste your time. And if there are so many things better to do in Houston than to be the head coach of their football team, you could just live here. It's way better.
Yeah.
Jets versus Dolphins. This should be a very interesting game.
No Tua.
No Tua, and the Jets. I guess they have Mike White is going to be their big answer.
Nope, they're starting Old Man River, a.k.a. Joseph Flacco.
Flaccavelli. Jeez. This game stinks. I don't know what to pick out of this game other than pick other teams with better players. This is the tough. These are both Shanahan tree coaches. You got the offense versus defense. And my thing is, what do you do about... And to confirm, everybody, I do have Texans in my area tomorrow, which is trash. I feel bad for Jalen Waddle and Cheetah. And
why?
Because y'all actually did what you were supposed to, and now you're just gonna. I think they're just gonna flail out here at the end. They're gonna burn out. It's just gonna look bad.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is.
And Tyree, you got paid.
Maybe they go
after
the
Chiefs going. And the what you gonna give me for Lamar? Oh no, it wouldn't be.
I give you all the defensive players you want. We be playing fast break football out there. No defense, all offense. You know, Ravens like defense anyway.
Chuck it down there. Hey, I'm gonna put the receivers on opposite ends. Y'all race to the end zone. Let Lamar throw it as far as he can. And whoever get down there first, get it. Matter of fact, y'all get on. We're gonna just punt it every time. Lamar in the middle, Waddle on one side, Cheetah on the other side, and I'm gonna throw it to the end zone. Whoever gets down there first, get the ball.
But with this game, I'm gonna. I pick. I don't know.
Who's the quarterback? Who's the quarterback for the Dolphins?
Not Teddy Bridgewater, because he broke his pinky. So It's the third.
Damn, Teddy.
Both teams are on their third quarterback.
Yo, Teddy Bridgewater has had a rough go of it.
Yep. I'll pick the home team.
Do not bet. Do not bet that game. I'm gonna tell you that. If you bet that game, you are
I'll take the Dolphins in that game.
And Reggie is taking the Dolphins and not know who their quarterback is.
So you gonna take Flaccavelli?
That's the issue.
Skylar Thompson. A 7th round draft pick was taking first team reps as Teddy Bridgewater rehabs a dislocated pinky finger on his throwing hand.
You want to know what's worse than Mr. Irrelevant? Mr. Almost Irrelevant.
I don't know who to
tie.
Pick. A tie.
Tie.
This is gonna be a tie game. It's gonna be 7-7. I don't know.
0-0. Man,
right.
If you lose to Joe Flacco at 58 years old, you got to really rethink your entire career. Panthers versus Saints.
Panthers Saints tie.
Both
of y'all suck. I hate everybody. Y'all, the Panthers let me down. The Taints are the Taints. I hate all of y'all. Pain and strife. Taysom Hill. Everybody hurt. Everybody sucks. Both of them suck.
Negative. Both negative points. Nope. A 2-2 tie. Both teams get a safety, and then nobody scores again. That would be fantastic.
That would be awesome.
Browns and Steelers.
Let's go, Tomlin.
Yeah, we definitely like to see Steelers get that win for Tomlin. The Browns seem to be in some level of disarray. Jadeveon Clowney was sent home yesterday, and when he was sent home, he basically said he does not expect for them to come back.
Myles Garrett said bye.
No, he said that they're trying to get Myles.
No, Myles Garrett said we want volunteers, not hostages, is what he said.
And he said they're trying to get Myles Garrett to the Hall of Fame, not win games. And I was like, yeah, they're never gonna call you again. He's actually good. Jadeveon Clowney will join his next team. I think he started with the Texans, Seahawks, Browns. There's somewhere else. Should be interesting. But yeah, let's go Steelers and the Browns.
I'm waiting to get to the UGA TCU talk.
Sure.
Chargers, Broncos.
Chargers by a lot.
All you got to do is score 14 points to beat the Broncos.
Woo! He is shooting. Is Jalen Hurts back for the? Is Jalen Hurts back for the Eagles yet?
They said he's trending towards playing. He's trending towards playing, so that they can lock up the number 1 seed.
Giants. If Jalen Hurts plays, Eagles win. Jalen Hurts does not play, Giants win.
Boy, Gardner Minshew, boy, I mean, talk about just blowing an opportunity. You were awful against the Saints. The Taints, I'm sorry. Awful.
Yeah. I mean, he is clearly a very legitimate and important part of their team. And it must hurt to see your team throw away all the hard work you put in. Next up, Cardinals versus Niners. I think that anybody in their right mind understands the Niners probably win early.
I told y'all. Everybody didn't believe me. I said the Niners, the number 2 team in the NFC, and the only reason they're not the number 1 team is because the Eagles are having a phenomenal year, and the fact that they're playing Brock Purdy instead of.
He is a lucky son of a gun, boy. Let me tell you that.
Good, AJ. So I'm going Niners. I think the Niners lock up the number 2 seed, and they'll end up playing the number 6 seed, which will be probably the Packers, Vikings, or the Packers or Lions, I believe.
I would like to see that. Oh, Aaron Rodgers lose to the 49ers. That'd be tragic.
That's another one that could go home after this year.
Rams versus Seahawks.
Nobody cares. Oh, so Seahawks. So if the Seahawks win and Somebody else loses. If the Seahawks win, then the Packers are out. If the Seahawks lose and the Lions win, the Lions are in. If the Seahawks lose and the Packers win, the Packers are in. This is like a Rubik's Cube trying to figure out these playoff scenarios. But at home, Rams,
especially down one game.
Rams, no Donald, no Aaron Donald. I don't even know. You believe in Baker Mayfield more than I do. I'm gonna take the Seahawks just for the feel-good story of Geno Smith.
Yeah, I think that there's one guy who's trying to win a job, and I'm thinking Baker Mayfield.
You think Geno is right now penciled in as the starter of the future for the Seahawks?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I think the Seahawks would go draft a quarterback.
If you tell me that I went to the Pro Bowl and then you replaced me, well, you can go to hell. You can't. You can't.
Man, Caleb Huntley for the Baltimore Ravens is going to the Pro Bowl.
Different situation.
Exactly. Situation. But the point is, Pro Bowl don't mean shit to me.
Hey, no, but he's as a 4th round alternate. I'm the starter.
Don't matter. But I will say this is a place that would be really good for your boy from Florida to go.
Seahawks, yeah, would be absolutely.
Anthony, this is probably the ideal situation for him.
I didn't know that he was going to be. I agree there too. I didn't know that he was going to be ranked this highly, but I have not seen one draft where he's not.
Again,
really
stupid. This is just like the 2010 quarterback draft where Jimmy Clausen was the number 1 pick, and all that other stuff. Jimmy Clausen, Colt McCoy.
That's different though. Notre Dame is Notre Dame. Everybody hates those guys, and they just got another quarterback who's going to materialize into nothing.
There's no difference.
Old boy from Wake Forest. Next up, Norwood's taking the Rams. Reggie, you want to make that a gentleman's bet?
Yeah, let's 6-pack it up. That's a good one.
That's such a shameless game.
That's a good one though.
Neither one. It is, because anything could happen.
So,
next up, Cowboys versus Commandos.
So the Cowboys got to win. Cowboys actually have something to play for.
Yeah, and Carson Wentz got sent home. But it's the Cowboys. You know that it's.
Get sent home?
I mean, he didn't get sent home. He got sent to the bench, which is home. And we're not bringing you back again. You just keep getting fired. Not him.
These quarterbacks are trash. Just like I said, you can rank Anthony Richardson as high as you want to. Don't matter to me. You can't.
And you want to know the team that I see him projected to go to the very most? The Washington Commanders.
That's not good. That's not good. That's not a good thing for him. But either way, and then Lions.
Yeah, it is. Really, you clearly believe he's going to get paid a lot more than he's worth at 14 if you don't think he should be drafted.
I don't think he should be drafted in the top 3 rounds at all. Lions, Packers. What game? Who you got? This is Packers. I think the
Lions.
I think the Lions got screwed over on this game. It was supposed to be a 1:00 game, I believe, or a 4:00 game, and now it is an 8:30 game. Why do I feel like that's screwing over? Because if you've been to Wisconsin, that means you got to play in the absolute frigid cold. We just got over a nationwide snowstorm literally 2 weeks ago. Now you got to go up to Green Bay and play them. I want the Lions to win. We both picking the Lions because I really don't want to hear Aaron Rodgers' mouth if he actually leads this team to the playoffs. Do you understand how much trash and how arrogant he would sound even more so if he leads this team to the playoffs? This team. So let's go Lions. That brings us to the end of the NFL segment, ladies and gentlemen. Now it is time for us to talk about the national championship, which is between the Texas Christian University Horned Frogs and your University of Georgia Fighting Bulldogs, defending national champions, currently 28-1 in the last 2 years. Really, 41-3 and 4 in the last 3 years. Trying to solidify themselves as the first team to go back-to-back in college football playoff history. So much so that they are going to change the college football landscape because it's been too much Georgia and too much Alabama. So, Norwood, tell me where you stand and why do you feel that your pick will happen? No?
I hate Georgia. And I'm going to continue to hate Georgia. I wish nothing but pain and strife and continued losses in their future. I think that it would be nothing more beautiful than for a team that started out unranked to beat UGA in a national championship game and take one for what I would consider the underdogs. Then, of course, to actually, this is all fueled by hate. That is it. There's not a love. There is not any goodwill here. There is no sportsmanship. There is none of that. I just want Georgia to lose. I don't care how it happens. I just need it to happen on Monday. And for that, I am firmly supporting the TCU Horned Frogs. Once again, I'm aligning myself with Mattress Mac, who seems to find a way to win, and Shaquille O'Neal, the most dominant player in NBA history. Let's go TCU. And
boy gave me zero football reasons why he thinks TCU is going to win.
I'm not here for that. This is fueled by hate. This segment was brought to you by hate.
Well, Georgia is a 13. I'll try to add some context to it. Georgia is a 13.5 point favorite. I think that is what's good. I think.
Hello, ma'am.
I think that Georgia being a 13.5 point favorite is way too high. I think it's disrespectful to TCU. I think it's disrespectful to TCU.
You gonna turn your hips when you backpedal? Which you gonna go left? You gonna go right? You woman?
How am I backpedaling? I'm giving TCU credit. I'm saying I think TCU has earned the right to not be disrespected. I think Georgia could possibly run away with this in the second half, but TCU really, really impressed me against Michigan. I didn't really out scheme Michigan per se. They beat the hell out of Michigan. They just hit them in the mouth from the first play of the game to the last play of the game. Now, Michigan did, try to come back and win the game, but they made enough plays and had them so off balance that there's really nothing they could do.
But I also told y'all Michigan was trash, so they should have been in the first place. And if you tell me that Michigan was better than Alabama, you crazy as hell.
With that being said,
I'm sad we're not on Zoom right now, so I can't.
What do you mean we are?
Can I turn my screen off?
Yeah, we are on Zoom.
No, I want to turn off.
Can't turn off your IG. But
exactly, that's what I would do right now if I could.
But with that being said, UGA and Michigan, they keep trying to group Michigan as that next team and put them in the same class as Georgia. They be voting Michigan has the number one offensive line, just like last year when they voted that Michigan had the number one offensive line. All of that BS. Michigan went out there and got smoked by TCU. UGA's offensive line played really, really well, aside from the first quarter against Ohio State. I think the unfortunate thing for TCU is that Georgia played Ohio State first. If Georgia would have played a running team first, like a Michigan first, I think the TCU spread offense would be able to catch them off guard. But Georgia now has played Ohio State. They have now played, before that, they played LSU, who runs the spread offense. They now have extensive experience playing spread offenses. I think that is going to be an issue for TCU. I look for Georgia's defensive line and offensive line to try to make a statement. And I think Georgia wins by 10 points. I think they get a late field goal to put it out of reach. But I respect the hell out of TCU. And I respect Sonny Dykes, man. He that makes me look at Wisconsin like, what the hell were y'all doing up there if you fired him and then he go to TCU and take them to the national championship?
To heights they've never seen before.
That's 1934.
I'm taking TCU to win 31-28 in a game-winning field goal to zap all of the energy, existence, and life from UGA and all of their fans. That's what I'm going for.
Oh, is that no existence from life? We defend the national champions.
Heartbreaking.
If that happens, it happens. We'll be back next year.
Heartbreaking loss.
Next year's team will be better than this year's team. There's
heartbreaking loss.
It will not be heartbreaking. It'd be sad. It won't be heartbreaking.
And I will dance on your team's grave. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll be so happy.
I want you to do the same two-step if we win now. If we win,
I will not be able to be contacted.
I'm gonna let you know right now if we win, because I've been humble the whole year. I haven't really talked a lot of noise at all the whole year. I'm gonna flame this motherfucking podcast up on Tuesday. We ain't gonna talk about.
We know that. I know
we
that.
ain't
no
gonna talk about
happens.
If we win. We ain't gonna talk about nothing. Actually, we're probably not gonna talk about nothing else. Period. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. If we win this game on Monday, Norwood might not be my friend by the time Tuesday is over.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all this going that. Hey,
now
that road
lose,
got two lanes on it.
It's two-way road now.
That road got 2 lanes on it. And I ain't talking about two-lane college.
No. I can still pull that same card that y'all used to pull all the time. So okay. I can still.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If they lose, y'all, this will be.
If we lose, I'll be humble. I'll be like, yo, we lost. It is what it is. If we win,
if y'all lose to TCU,
hey man,
I just want everybody.
Stranger things have happened.
I might.
You got to wear purple and black if they win. You got to wear red and black if they lose.
I'm gonna find Mattress Mac first of all when he win that $5 million. You hit for the 7, I ain't hit you, but the 5, I need some of that bread, bro. I see how much furniture you move.
Good brother.
Yeah.
But
I want y'all to understand that. Everybody hear clearly. We're partying Sunday. There will be no live podcast. There will be no Monday Night Raw. We'll come back Tuesday, and the theme of the podcast will probably be it'll probably be the winner's name. Somebody else gonna be mad.
That should be the name of the podcast. Somebody gonna be mad.
You right.
Somebody
you
gonna
definitely
be
right. But yes, let's go TCU. Let's go Horned Frogs.
You a sucker.
What? You act like if the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't be like, go TCU.
Yeah, I wouldn't root for. I wouldn't root for anybody. I probably wouldn't watch the game. I don't remember the last Florida national championship game I watched. I did not watch Florida versus Oklahoma.
Hey.
I did not watch Florida versus. That actually wasn't a shot. It could have been, but it wasn't. I did not watch.
Too close. It was too close to me. Yo, that thing grazed me. And hold up, we shooting now.
I don't really watch Florida. Before that, y'all beat Oklahoma. What was the one before that? Chris Leak and them? Yeah, I ain't watched that one either. The last one I watched was Florida State, Florida in 1996. That's the last one I watched. That any type of important game that involved Florida playing a non-UGA opponent.
That's it. But
I don't care.
Thank you guys for coming out.
Appreciate y'all.
It's been another great one. Y'all know that this is always a very tough time for us as we close out the college football season. We will go forward. We will end the NFL season just picking NFL games, and then once that ends, we will go into picking basketball games for the weekend. But yes, we will have another Splashcast 24 pack on Wednesday. Once again, we are potting on Sunday. We are not potting on Monday. Somebody's gonna be mad on Tuesday.
We will see y'all Sunday and Tuesday, not Monday. Sunday and Tuesday. Y'all stay safe. Love y'all.
Adios, mi amigos. God is love. And until next time, y'all be safe.
Y'all be safe. Oh man, I gotta get up, press end video.